one of the wins that I'll be most proud of. All right, because not one time did I feel it. Not one flinch. And these are the ones you remember. These are the ones you remember, and you lean in a lot of to improve on the rest of the way. But defensively, that's a championship effort right there. And our specialists showing up. I'm so proud of this team right now. All right, let's get back to work. 1-1, 1-0 on the road to this 3-game stretch. It's going to be a grind. Get ready to ride after a victory Monday.
Yeah! These are the ones you're going to remember. These are the ones you're going to remember. I'm going to remember a career year for Aaron Jones. Aaron, you joined NFC. Like, at one point, I would imagine you'd want to slow down. Now you're on pace for a career year, 1,700 rushing yards?
On is on, I guess is what I could say. Just a testament to the system that I'm in, KO, the blocking unit, the weapons around me. It really opens up things for me and opens my game up.
How are you feeling? I hated what I saw, and then you came back and I felt better, but I hated it.
Just a little sore, but I'm good. I'm protected by God, so was able to get back out there, and he can't hold me down for too long.
You were the toughest player because you leave the field and then you came back, which was great, but you played the last couple of drives. To come back and get those tough yards when you come back was insane. 4 carries for 17 yards. You helped put the game away in the fourth quarter. What was the energy like with you on those final 2?
Just more so mentality over everything. Just be out there for my brothers. Don't worry about if it's hurting or not. It's going to hurt regardless. So just close out this game and you'll feel a lot better. The only reason I got carted off was because it was on the X-ray machine was on the whole other side of the stadium. So you got to get in the car. So if it wasn't for that, I would have got carted off. Yes, ma'am.
Well, I just keep seeing like Mahomes was being carried off last week and then he all of a sudden just hops back out. And I'm like, hold on. Because when you have to be helped off the field, like I'm used to like that being the most dire moment, but it clearly wasn't the case for you. It was a far X-ray machine. Good.
Yes, ma'am. Logistically.
This was a weird game, Aaron.
It was. But, you'll take a win in the National Football League. Wins are hard to come by, especially on the road. And that was a good football team as well. Their record might not be indicative of it, but that is a good football team, and they have pieces at every level. But we know we can do a lot better. We felt like we did some good things out there. We moved the ball up and down the field. We just got to score, essentially getting, that's what we're out there to do, get in the end zone, score points, make it easier on our defense. So our defense really came to play, though. Parker Romo as well. So anytime we can leave with a W, I'm happy, and we'll get back. We'll go back to work day by day and get better.
You had 101 total yards yesterday. As I said, you're on pace for over 1,700, which would be a career high, which is insane. You're getting more and more touches than ever before. Is this what the plan was when you signed there? Did you think like, oh, here, I'm in the double-digit weeks, this is where I want to be, or did you think you'd have a different role?
I didn't know exactly know my role, but I know I would be used in multiple ways. I know I'd get an opportunity to show my ability in the run game, the pass game, protection. Just show that I'm a complete back, not just he's just can run downhill or And KO kind of told me that, but I didn't know how much I'd be playing or what that would look like. But I know when I get an opportunity, make the most of it. So, but I've loved it.
I had this thing when you left Green Bay that I was like, man, and I used to say, and I still, heart and soul, like you can't take him out of there. He's the heart and soul to it. And now I'm sort of learning that you're just the heart and soul of wherever you go. Because the second I said Aaron Jones joining me on Up and Adams tomorrow, all the Vikings fans were like, that's our guy. Can't wait. Like, you just become the guy whenever you are. What has it been like to endear yourself to another fan base like this?
Really appreciate that. This fan base has been amazing to me and my family. They welcome us with open arms. They tell me all the time how excited they are to have me. I don't think it's a day that goes by that walk out of this facility that I don't hear that from somebody. And so it really means a lot to be here. This is a great community, great organization, great fan base. And I'm just blessed to be a part of it and look to continue to play for them while I'm on the field and leave it all out there.
I heard what Coach said about in that little bite. I hadn't seen it till right now, where he's like, "These are the games that you'll remember." Like, it's a game where the offense, like, everybody looked good. I mean, we'll get to Sam here in a second, but the offense is what did not look as good as maybe we thought. As you were averaging a lot more points a game, all of that. What does this kind of a win, this like gritty sort of let's get to it win, do for a team really?
It shows that you can win in pretty much any kind of way. It may not always be pretty, may not be 30, 40-point games, and maybe a close one. I mean, I don't know if I've ever been a part of a game where we went off of only kicking field goals. So that may be a first for me. But I want to say Coach Pettin came up to me and he said back in the 2000s, I can't remember which year, but when he was in Baltimore, they won games like that. So it's just indicative of, like you said, how gritty your team is, and what they're like. If you're facing a little, I don't like to call it adversity because adversity is like stuff that happens in the real world. But when things don't go your way out on the football field, we didn't have any blink. We didn't falter one time. We stuck together, and I think that's what helped us get through it.
I'm looking at the numbers: 402 yards, 28 first downs, but 4 field goals. Weird game.
Very weird. We just gotta.
But you got the
win. Just gotta punch it in the end zone. Get it in there.
You got it.
And it'll look a lot different.
Yeah, you mentioned the defense. Y'all know how to celebrate up there in Minnesota. You do. And then this Cam Bynum thing. After the game-sealing interception, did you recognize this when you saw it happening, like what it was?
No, I didn't. This is like maybe the second or third time that he's done something.
And you're like,
and I'm like, what is he doing? And then later on, I get on X and I see like the compilation like that or the side-by-side video. And I'm like, oh my gosh, he went crazy. Like he definitely has the best celebrations.
What does this say about him? I've talked to him about it. From your, like, what does he bring to the team? What is his role? What is stuff like that? Does it matter?
It does. He brings a lot of energy to the team. He's a great guy to be around, fun, and he picks everybody up. I know you see like those guys can't wait to get down there and celebrate with him or see what he's going to do. I'm sure some of them know what he's going to do, and the other ones are like waiting and like, okay, what's about to happen? And the rest of us on the sideline are just waiting. And you guys are saying it's a movie, so we always waiting to watch the movie.
I love that. I want to ask you about Sam Darnold because I think a lot of people out there are like, oh, this is what we were afraid of. And here come the interceptions. 3 yesterday, 2 the week before. Everybody's keeping the tally. You won the game. I'm sure going into the season, you guys had 100% confidence in him. What is your confidence in your quarterback right now, percentage-wise?
110%. We ride with Sam. He's what's gotten us here so far, and we're going to continue to stick by his side. We know he's a great quarterback. He could touch any blade of grass on the field that he wants, throwing that ball. And you just have some games like that, but that's what teammates are there for, to pick each other up. That's what our defense was there for, to hold them to 7 the whole game, so we could win off of field goals. And our specialists did their thing as well. So we all got Sam's back. We all 100%. 110%, like I said, believe in him, and he's gonna show you guys. He's used to kind of, I guess, the narrative that's about to come out or be spun or whatever wants to be said about him. He's used to that, but we're not gonna pay any attention to that. Gonna keep patting our guy up, keep leading patting our guy on the back, and help him lead. And he's right. He's the right guy here.
What are the conversations like when those things do happen? The interceptions are coming. What's he saying? What are you guys saying in the huddles?
We just stick with it. We're right there. We're doing great things. We're moving the ball. They haven't stopped us yet. We stopped ourselves, whether it's penalties or turnovers, but just stick with it. We got each other's back, and it was just constant communication when we touched the sideline.
Yeah.
From offense to defense, of players communicating in the bypassing or the office are communicating amongst each other.
Love that. Can you tell me a little bit about, it is Veterans Day. We talked about it a little to start the show. You have the Salute to Service Award nomination. Congratulations to you. You're always amazing, always doing the most off the field. But you're being recognized right now for the incredible work that you do in supporting children and military families. It's the ANA All the Way Foundation. What does this mean to you, and what can you tell us?
It means a lot to me, to be nominated for this. I grew up as a military brat, so I see myself as a representation of the military as well. When I take the football field or just in my everyday life, that's kind of is my upbringing. Both of my parents retired as as sergeant majors. My mom did 27. My dad did 29. So it was just a blessing for that to be a part of my life. I feel like it's really molded me into who I am today. And with me and my family's charity, we do a lot of giving back to the military families, military children. Through that, we've been able to partner with a diamond company called Eternova, and I've lost my father, but through all of that, we've been able to partner with a diamond company. And this diamond company will pick a family who's lost their soldier, and we'll work with this diamond company. And what they do is they take their fallen one's ashes and they turn it into a diamond, and we give their family a diamond, something that they can always remember their loved one by. And so that's just one of the many things that we do for the military children, or the military families. They come back from they come back from deployment. We'll rent out a movie theater or a trampoline park or something where they can bring their friends and their family, and it's just them. I remember my parents coming back from overseas, and the best part was, I guess, one, not having to go to school. Two, just watching movies all day, laying on top of my dad. Me, my brother, my sister, all of us, my mom, all of us just laying on top of my dad, or we're all laying on top of my mom when they come back, just enjoying them being there, enjoying them that moment, knowing it's not always promised.
It's really beautiful, and you have such a personal connection to it. You even honored with the month of the military child camp. You had that back in April. You were always doing that, and trying to find ways to keep your family close to you. As I will never forget when that necklace came off of you, and it's an NFL moment that I will never forget, and everything that you've been through. Love ya. Crush it. Keep crushing it against the Titans. One quick one. I know you have to go. All this talk. There's a lot of talk right now about the sun at Cowboy Stadium. You torch Cowboy Stadium, okay, Jerry World. Have you seen this with the sun? Have you ever been affected by the sun at Cowboy Stadium?
It's crazy. I can say the glare, and I have seen the glare there, and it's pretty bad. The sun is, but I haven't myself been affected by a play, but I've had plays where I've been affected by either the stadium lights or something. That was just like, you could tell he didn't see it because he didn't even make an attempt at the ball.
Yeah, it's never happened to you though, Aaron.
I've lost the ball, A-Rod. It was back when we played in Philly. The ball's in the lights, and I see it. I see it when it leaves his hands, but it gets caught in the light, and I'm like starting to just try to time it. And I feel it coming. Like I could feel the ball coming. I go like this. So now it can get a little scary when you lose the ball in the lights, or that's one thing that's kind of unaccounted for.
Yeah, I guess. So we're going to talk to Andrew Worth about it. Good luck against the Titans. When you score this week, can you bring it a little bit? I think the offense needs to show up the defense at the celebrations. Could you give me a little something memorable this week?
Gotcha. I'm going to have to go home and do some practicing because I think Cam practices.
Clearly he does. All right. Thank you. Say hi to everybody. Thank you. And happy Veterans Day. Thanks for telling us all about that.
Thank you.
Aaron Jones, the absolute GOAT, on pace to have a career year.